Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is February 2022 and I have a few interesting updates this month. So first I'll go over income. Made $10,000 this month, $2,300 in taxes, $365 in 401k, and took home $7,000. And then for my wife, basically, I think she's going to pause on teaching extra classes for a little bit. So her income just from her main job is $5,009. So it's probably going to be $5,009 for quite a few months here. But yeah, so hers probably won't change for a little bit. And yeah, rental income $2,275. So pretty standard month. I did get a little extra money this month at work, but nothing too crazy. So speaking of work, at the beginning of February here, they posted a manager position in my department. And so currently I'm a senior supervisor. And I guess the next logical step for me would be manager. So I applied for manager in late January and interviewed in early February. They offered me the position of manager, and I was thinking it would be at least like 120 to maybe 130,000 base salary. And essentially, instead of having like maybe 14 or 15 people, I would probably have like 30 to 35 people and multiple departments that I would be over. So quite a bit more responsibility that comes with the role. You have to be involved in audits and stuff like that. It's kind of a nightmare. So they offered me the position. The offer that they gave me was 97,000. I'm currently at 95,000. So yeah, an interesting offer. So I'm not even at the upper like pay band as a senior supervisor, and so it doesn't really make sense to take the position because it will be significantly more work for $2,000 extra per year. And so I think I turned the position down when they offered that to me, and I said, I feel like the salary should be significantly more for this role. I told them I was thinking in the 130s at least, so about a 30% increase in pay, which is still really not that crazy. So for me, I guess my logic behind this is I could spend, let's say it takes me 10 hours a week extra to do that job. So I'll spend 52 weeks a year, 520 hours to make an extra $2,000 before taxes. So basically, my hourly rate would be $4 an hour, I think, before tax to do the new role. So that was kind of my thought process on it. That may be wrong, but I don't really need to take the position. I just don't really want to do all that much more work for not that much more pay. So I was the first person I think ever in the company to turn the position down. So human resources actually reached out and asked, like they said they've never had somebody turn that position down before. And I did. I reached out to a few other of the managers in those other departments, and all of them said that they're somewhere around that $97,000 mark. None of them said that they were at six figures, which I think is absolutely insane. It would be frustrating too if you're a manager and you have, your supervisors do a lot less work than you do, but they make $2,000 less than you. And so I've seen a lot of that too. I actually have people on my team, as their supervisor. I'm at 95, and I have people that report directly to me that make like 130,000 or 125,000. So it's kind of you get these weird working dynamics where maybe sometimes things are broken a little bit, or there's very specialty people that like work in a niche area, let's say like chemistry or something like that. I don't have a chemistry degree and they do. But when something goes wrong, I have to be the one to fix it, where they just escalate to me. So sometimes it's just weird. So yeah, I declined the position. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I have a really good boss that's over me right now, and so I'm hoping that they will fix it and either move the offer up, or they really want me for the position. It doesn't really make sense to hire anybody else. I don't think it's over the building that I am currently working at, so I'm by far the most knowledgeable about the area. And they don't want to hire externally. So I'm hoping that they can move it up or at least work with me on it. But yeah, so second scenario too is if I take the position, even if I go up to 130,000, then I'm going to exceed that tax thing that I talked about at the end of December of last year. So my taxable income, I don't think I'll be able to keep it under 100,000, even if I max everything out. So I'm kind of trying to balance balance all of these things. So I take the position, I pay more in taxes, I lose my tax benefits that I have currently. It's like a lose 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 lose. It seems like so. Yeah, so I declined the position. I'll keep I'll keep updating here, what happens with that, but kind of an interesting scenario. So jumping into net worth, though, there's really not much to see. I just keep losing money every single month, so doesn't really get any more exciting than that. But all the houses went up their 2% in value. Didn't really adjust anything this month. Cars stayed all the same in value, and I am checking Kelly Blue Book with the vehicles. They're staying pretty much the same. It seems like honestly, these may be even a little bit undervalued now that used car prices are up. So I'm just leaving them the same as of right now, but. Investment wise, I mean, we put money in this month, but the market went down just a little bit, depending what we had. And so my wife did make the extra $2,600 in her HSA, so that actually went up decently this month. M1 Finance went down. My stocks went down just a little bit in my 401k. My employer stock stayed about flat this month, and then my wife's 403b went down just a little bit. So overall, lost about $1,300 it looks like overall. No, $700. Sorry, $700 overall. Um, Debt wise, just made minimum payments on everything. The only thing notable, I guess, is the land payment. It's a 15-year fixed at 3.7%. And so you see how fast this one pays down compared to some of the 30 years. Like, look at house number 5, or I guess house number 7 would be a better example. So in 1 year, it went from a little under 95,000 down to 92,000. So it paid off 2,000, a little over $2,000 in 13 months, where for this one in 2 months it's already paid off $2,000. And one, that's because the loan balance is bigger, but with 15-year you pay a lot more towards principal, which is kind of nice, but your payments also more. Cash, this is our main goal right now, at least for the next probably 5 to 6 months. We're trying to get up to 100,000, so we're about well, no, I wouldn't say halfway. I guess technically halfway with 50,000, but we started at 45, so we've saved $5,000 this month. I should be getting a tax return in the next couple months, and I'll sell off, some of these things too, like my employer stock here in M1 Finance. Otherwise, rental checkings account did its thing, went up about another $1,000, and that put our net worth for the end of February at 864,556. So still significantly below where we were in December. Still about $30,000 away there. And then we are just eating up our goal pace. I mean, we were almost $300,000 ahead, and probably should have been hitting it any month now, but yeah, I mean, things just took a turn for the worse, and not much that we can do about it. We can't really control the market. So we're still $240,000 ahead of goal pace, though. So we have a little bit more time to eat up. If I have to, I'll try to take another part-time job, or we'll see. I'm still kind of working off and on, let's say like some weeks 60, 70 hours a week, some weeks 45 or 50, but I would say it's like 75% of the time I'm doing 60 to 70 hours a week and just not getting paid for the 30 hours, and then maybe 25% of the time I'm able to work like 45 hours a week. So still a lot of overtime. I guess at this point it's been probably 8 years of me working 50 to 60 hours a week. There was a few, well, not really. I was gonna say there was maybe a month or so in there where I got a little bit of a break, but it's pretty much been 8 years of 50 to 60 hours a week minimum. A lot of times 70, 80, 90-hour work weeks, which not too many 90-hour work weeks, but lots of 60s and 70s. So that's really it for February. We're just losing money. So hopefully, market will go back up in March, and I'll able to get my tax return. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But ending out February, net worth is 864,000. And yeah, that's really it. So thank you all for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Next month's videos are on the screen now. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, things that you'd like to see in future videos, just comment them down below. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.